Their origin is bound in including Belgian hares much stronger than it is with a New Zealand strain of bunnies. At the shift of 1900, Belgian hares were all the passion in the bunny realm. They were being bred everyplace in Europe, Belgium, England, and the USA. Notable unique bunnies were purchased and marketed for thousands of bucks respectively in those ages. Granted the whirl of reproducing, it is not shocking that Belgian hare pleasures started bestowing up in different places, bright red and cream-colored rabbits requiring the accurate rodent pigmentation of a typical Belgian hare. New Zealand rabbits are an exceptionally great option for anyone new to rabbits or houses with kids. Because they are huge, they are not as fragile as small breeds, and their hardiness makes them easy to heat. Physical description. The New Zealand red rabbits measure between 2.9 to 4.5 kilograms and are deemed to be a giant breed. They are thickly and sturdy built, with a semi-arched body form, which may signify their major distinction from the market-developed New Zealand rabbits aside from the discreet shade of their fur. Their upright, long ears are in symmetry with the rest of their frame and the curvy head. The flyback, short hair of New Zealand red rabbits, delivers them particularly unchallenging when it gets to currying. Their fur is of the standard model and not too delicate, so grazing won't be a burden. Running within their hair with a stroke every week will be larger than enough to have these rabbits tidy and neat. Absolutely, as every bunny breeds, New Zealand red rabbits will cost more during the shedding period and will demand more regular brushing throughout that season. Although not unusually soft and silky, the coat of these bunnies is not harsh or boorish to the sense caressing them appear pleasant. Colors. The title New Zealand Red explicitly declares what color these bunnies appear in. Solely red coloration of the hair is provided for this breed. And it's not a flat light reddish brown, either. These bunnies boast a magnificent fur color of dark, vibrating cinnamon red shade, without any markings or patterns. Their abdomens are buttery umber, and they possess brown eyes. History. Howbeit their alias implies that these bunnies are not truly from New Zealand. In reality, they are the primary American rabbit breed to be produced. At the start of the 20th century, American breeders hybridized the famous rabbit varieties from the traditional land-in beliefs to generate a meat-producing, display-class bunny. By 1913, their hybrids with genes of Flemish giants and Belgian hares were achieving notoriety following the name of New Zealand red rabbit. Promptly after, the albino sports of the strain were produced independently. The initial litter of what will grow New Zealand white bunnies were produced in 1917 when a New Zealand red female had 4 white kittens. The extraordinary charm of these classic albino sports with red eyes urged the breeder to attempt and recreates them through particular breeding. Subsequent to that, the rest is a memoir. Common behavior. Since the New Zealand red rabbit was produced to be fur/meat generators, they are commonly humble and calm to control. Though must you determine to have New Zealand as a pet, they are usually great with kids and other pets provided that they are granted ease to accurately mingle at an early age. They appreciate being touched and are fairly laid back, which presents them with an excellent household pet for partners who have older or younger kids. These rabbits are likewise friendly and calm, addressing them famous beginner pets as well for seniors, singles, or couples who are seeking a fuzzy mate to retain them socialize. This breed of a bunny is not perceived to snap, thrust or be an inclusive competitive and admires to be plucked up or carried on thighs while they are caressed and admired. They are also frequently termed rag dolls since they slump similar to an exact scrap figure wherever you place them down. Just as they are not perceived to snap, all bunnies must be provided some dolls they can gracefully bite, morsel, and chew to lessen monotony and perhaps have their teeth short and nice. Hinging on your rabbit's nature, this can be as easy as a clear habit of pantry paper napkins to as intricate as a rational encouragement pet pastime from your local pet shop. While not the most peaceful indoor pet to exercise, it is certainly reasonable to litter mold a bunny. Numerous keepers affirm having various litter crates scattered across the room is a crucial disaster for their indoor bunny not to drop their excrements all across their house. They likewise discover that if their bunny is inclined to taking action in one distinct edge, they set a litter crate in that edge so the bunny can create the bond and learn that they must be doing their business in the crate. With loads of patience, time, and some treats, litter training must be thriving within several months. Reproduction and life cycle. Notwithstanding the designation, New Zealand rabbits were initially produced in America in 1916 for fur and meat production, and are presently the leading meat bunny in the United States. W.S. Preshaw originally reproduced it with his idea to create a bunny that would be desirable not solely for meat but likewise for wool. The starting breeds utilized to produce the New Zealand breed are anonymous. They arrive in various distinct colors, white, black, and red, though white rabbits are the most prevalent for meat stock due to their huge, wide, and muscular builds and the ease of pairing their wools for trade. When grown, males balance 3.6 to 4.5 kilograms and females from 4 to 5.4 kilograms. New Zealand rabbits are set to butcher as fryers following merely 2 months. Their standard litter is 8 to 10 bunnies. The normal munching percentage at 8 weeks, on commercial grain intake, is 55.9%, at 13 weeks 59.2%, and at adulthood 58.2%. The bunnies who possess high-grade wool are employed to create fur coats and clippings, while those with lower standards are adopted to make felt glove linings and hats. Lifespan. A healthy New Zealand red pet bunny can exist for up to 10 years. Generally, the New Zealand white rabbit existence varies from 7 to 10 years. Breeding. A female rabbit, doe, becomes prolific within 8 to 12 weeks of span and can be securely reproduced at 16 to 17 weeks of age. Mating before this age can induce injury or loss to the female and/or babies. Females are produced annually, although the day period can influence that. The pregnancy stage is approximately 28 to 35 days, although most will give birth, kindle, at 31 to 32 days. A cradle crate must be given for the new parent 2 to 5 days before the anticipated kindling moment. The female will extract hair from her tummy and jawbone, and along with grass or other stuff granted, she will build a lair. The juveniles are produced visionless, hairless, and deaf. Wool starts to develop by age 3 to 5, and following 7 to 10 days, the kitten's eyes will unshut, and by 2 weeks, they may start searching and examining outside food origins. In the span of 3 to 4 weeks, their mother will start to detach them off milk. Meantime, the kittens will shift to munching pellets and haze. The common figure of rabbits per litter is 7, though generally extend from 1 to 14. Since bunnies are provoked ovulators, a female can get gravid by the mere exploit of coupling if circumstances are accurate. A female can become gestating inside 24 hours following delivering birth. Cannibalism is uncommon, although it can befall. In the native, it is a protective mechanism to eliminate all dead tissue and blood from the dwelling space to evade exposure from predators. If juveniles are miscarried or perish after delivery, numerous events, the female will swallow the excess. Cannibalism can likewise be carried on by a drastic loss of feed and fluid. Males have limited to a negative role in fostering the juvenile. They behave in some circumstances, serve as nannies, and a warmth source for the juvenile kittens in group contexts identified as a colony. Contradictory to a widespread idea, males do not murder and devour kittens under typical conditions. Feeding. Plain grains can likewise present your New Zealand rabbit with some nourishment, but bunnies solely demand a little number of grains each day. Restrict your rabbit's grain consumption to approximately 1/4 cup per day. If you enjoyed this video, kindly press the like button. Also, don't forget to subscribe with notifications on, so that you don't miss out on videos like this. Thank you for watching.